Talk about the somewhat controversial topic of removing night feeds to improve daytime and fuller. Take you through a case study to do just that. My name is Amanda Jewson. I'm the founder and creator of Baby's Best Sleep. I'm a registered social worker and I help adults and children sleep for a living. Let's talk about my latest. Back in the summer, I received this text message. You can tap to hold from a client who's basically saying, we really want to start work with our second baby, but we are having an extraordinarily difficult time getting in calories during the day to do just that. Finally did get on the call with this past client. We went through the fact that the baby was gaining weight well and doing well, but was eating so frequently overnight that it was impossible to get in daytime calories. So what was happening is that this baby was reverse cycling, and that means that the baby was eating a ton of calories overnight and not really eating during the day. Now, this can be really stressful for clients because over 6 months of age, when you are including night feeds, behaviorally, you are running the risk that the baby becomes associated with sleeping and eating. This means that your baby's going to wake several times to want to eat to go back to sleep. So eating to sleep can be a sleep association. Now, the tricky bit about that is in order to remove that association, we have to remove night feeds, which can be extraordinarily difficult and challenging and stressful when your baby isn't eating enough during the day. You tack on any sort of weight concerns or doctor advice saying that if your baby's at X amount of weight, we can't remove the night feeds. But what if I told you that removing night feeds will actually improve your baby's overall eating? Now, again, before you do anything, I want you to talk to your doctor. Each individual baby is so different. And there are a lot of times I actually ask clients to wait because I'm not comfortable removing night feeds either. But in many healthy babies, it can be the difference in a night and day difference. In fact, I once had a client whose babies would only eat 3 ounces at a time, ever. And so the baby would only eat 3 ounces. And so they were over 6 months. And I said, look, I really think that we need to remove the feeds. They were worried. We kept one feed. Actually, the baby removed all feeds on their own that first night and then moved from 3-ounce bottles to 8 and sometimes 10-ounce bottles. That baby also jumped their growth curve at their next appointment. So in this particular case, we remove feeds, and this is literally 4 days in. We're seeing 8-ounce bottles. We're seeing 6-minute feeds per side where we wouldn't before. This is less than a week in. I believe this was just a few days in, actually. Before this client worked with me, she saw a speech pathologist, an OT, and a doctor, all of which were really kind of nervous about removing night feeds because we associate night feeding with gaining weight. But at some point, when a baby is eating so much at night that they no longer feel daytime hunger cues, we're limiting baby's ability to want to feel hunger, to try solids, to eat better food, and really the baby is just getting the bare minimum. So if this is you, if this feels like your baby is relatively healthy, eating, gaining on their curve, but they're still eating a lot at night and not during the day, talk to your doctor about the possibility of removing night feeds to improve weight gain and feeding outcomes.